everybody is supposed to what? Not work today. Nehemiah. Then I want to go to Genesis.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring any ware or any victuals.
Now, mind you, what I'm doing is what? I'm bringing a commandment. I'm expounding on the fourth commandment, right? On the fourth commandment, you're going to keep it separate, not work. Now, this is what? When you hear about statutes, commandment and statutes, these are what are considered like statutes, because the 10 Commandments is an umbrella, and then under them are what sub-statutes, how to actually keep it correctly.
Right.
You understand? Now watch this. This is going to go with the keeping the Sabbath.
And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals.
So, you know, ware and victuals are food and merchandise, clothing, so on and so forth.
On the Sabbath day to sell.
Right, so when they come on this day to sell, we have stores everywhere. We got this, we got the supermarket, so on and so forth. On this day, they open to sell to you.
That we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day.
So on this day, we actually are not. How y'all doing, my sisters? Listen, my sister, if you get a chance, take a flyer. I want to share with you real quick. What are we showing, my sister, is that we, the so-called blacks and Hispanic, I'm teaching your brother right here that we're the Israelites, right?
Yes,
that we actually have a nationality, and that when you read in the Bible, we can actually find our forefathers.
Right.
All our history is actually written in the Bible. The thing is, we've been taught wrong.
Right.
So when you get the opportunity, my sister, we got a website back there. Check us out, read us, and call us. Any more on that?
Yes, sir.
There's more?
Yes, sir.
Give me
Last little bit.
Okay.
And that we would leave the 7th year and the exaction of every debt.
Right, that's another day. Now give me Genesis 1:14, because he was asking about the moons and the sun. All those things are just instruments that the Lord gave to us in the what? So we could what? Know when to apply the high holy days and when the day starts, right? So it's just instruments what we use.
Right.
I mean, I got questions.
No, listen, what do you think we out here for?
I understand, but
What do you think we out here for? So listen, no, check this out.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 14.
This is the beginning, right? Genesis, right?
And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night.
Right, so this is when, you know, the moon and the sun, right? And so on and so forth. Okay.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night.
Right? Because before, without the sun and the moon, if without those instruments, we can't tell. So I said, I'm going to give you something, so guess what? Now you can distinguish the days, the months, so on and so forth, right?
And let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years.
This is what they're for. So when you said, do we use the moon or the sun? We use both of them in accordance to what God says. So every, like for instance, the new moons, when it's a full moon, according to the Bible, the new month starts. When you read, like I said, evening and evening, the second day, evening and evening, the third day. We use that by why? For when we know when the next day starts. So they is just instruments so we can know, okay, cool, it's the next day. Okay, cool, it's about to be the Passover, so on and so forth. You understand that? Hit me with another question, man. I see you got 100 of them. Come on.
Okay. I was talking about this earlier. You said we talked to us wrong, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming I already know. I'm assuming we were talking about because the old boy came over here. And I already knew what time it was.
Yeah.
Well, how do you remember the Crusades, right? It's more of a historical question.
Yeah.
Those Crusades, how can you say it was stolen from us? Wasn't that before the transatlantic slave trade? The Crusades.
Okay, what?
Like when all of them, they was fighting for Christ supposedly.
Oh, during the whole the Christian Crusades and all that.
Yeah.
Right. And they had also the Muslims and all. Everybody was trying to fight to get conquered.
Right. Well,
Right.
that's before the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah.
So, how is it? I don't know. I guess did we steal it? Is what I'm trying to say.
Still what? Oh, you talking about like the?
Yeah, the Bible, because they was fighting before
Yeah.
the
Let me get
transatlantic
that.
slave trade.
Give me the one in Maccabees.
How did we get
And then
that point?
what's that? Isaiah 29 and 13.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Check this out. Oh, and I apologize. I don't actually like that. Give me Jeremiah 14. Jeremiah 14, and then give me the Isaiah next. That's what I want. Give me, hold on.
But you understand the question.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Okay.
But when was it like this? Because right now, everybody has the Bible, right?
Right.
So everybody now is preaching as if there's what? They are part of the covenant and teaching. And like, listen, we're also part of it, correct?
Right.
Okay. Now, watch this. We're going to find out, we're going to read here. That was put on us because the Lord, because again, of disobedience. 14 and, what is it? 2? No, 17. Yeah.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Read on.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Okay.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
So guess what? Right. And we're gonna do the right 28:48. That gave me the thought. So read that again. I want you to read it again, but we're gonna do the right 28. So he said, listen, remember, because we read Deuteronomy. If you don't listen to me, I'm gonna punish you, right? So one of the punishment is, guess what? I'm gonna make you get destroyed, that you're gonna forget who you are, and you're gonna serve somebody else. Because remember, during this times of slavery, guess what? They was killing our forefathers. We couldn't read.
Right.
We couldn't write.
Jeez.
So guess what? Now, when we get so destroyed, when we're growing up, we thinking that must be them because they're teaching it to us now.
Right.
Now, read that again in the Deuteronomy 28:48.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Bring it up.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue
Right? You're gonna be cut off
from thine heritage.
from knowing who you are, your history, your past, your forefathers, right?
So you saying during that time we was cut off?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Listen, but this time we still knew who we was. He said in the future, because we was during this time. This is Jeremiah. We was under Babylon.
And
We was-
that's
we was-
supposed to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we were still under punishment here, and it just got worse and worse.
Right.
The punishment got worse and worse.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Everywhere you go, we're just going to serve another nation. Deuteronomy 28:48. We actually going to read that.
Okay. I got you.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48.
Bring it on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Remember in 15 it said if you break it, I'm going to punish you, right? Curse. So we read in one of the curses, you're going to serve your enemies.
Right.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
So when we read, where's the ships? Where's the spell right there? It's in my face. So he said when they came, the Spaniards, the Englishmen, they were going back and forth, right? The Lord is the one that said, I'm going to send them against you.
In hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
So guess what, my brother? He said, for the want of what? Drinking, water, food, clothing, stuff that we need for life.
Right.
He said, I'm going to make you now serve somebody else for it. Because I was giving it to you, and you disobeyed me.
Right.
So now I'm going to destroy you, and now you're going to go through them. Deuteronomy 28:48. 28:48. It's in the flyer.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48.
Bring it on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
In one of all things. One of those things is what? Religion. One of those things is what? Education. The death certificate, license, marriage certificate. God.
Right.
Right? They give you everything, because guess what? This ain't Christ either, by the way. So they give you everything. So he said, how did they get to the point that guess what? Now they have the Bible, they teaching it, they had the crusades and all that. Why? Because God said that was going to happen.
Right.
For disobeying. So now we had to serve them for everything.
And in want of all things. And he,
Your enemies and the enemies
shall put a yoke of iron.
and he, your enemy, go ahead,
Shall put a yoke of iron.
a yoke of iron. You see that?
Upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Until you, guess what? You're destroyed. You don't know who you are, because guess what? Now you be like, I'm African American.
Right.
I'm Haitian. I'm Dominican. I'm a Christian. Which is not a, it's not a race.
Bring it out.
It's a religion what the Lord never gave us. That's being destroyed. So now when you ask, so how do they get the Bible? How are they able to teach us? Because the Lord did that to us. He destroyed us. Now guess what? Now we got to go for them for our religion.
And I appreciate you. I ain't gonna hold y'all up.
Oh, now hold on. Leviticus 21. Hold on, I'm gonna hit you with something else too. 21 and give me Numbers 15. Now we just gave you the Sabbath. Now mind you, listen.
Oh, I got one.
Check the videos. We got hundreds of videos, right? Sit down and study.
Bring it
I'm
out.
going to give you some things real quick before you leave, so you can apply to your life.
Bring it out.
Now watch this. I want you to listen to this.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head.
Right, so us as men, the Lord said, don't shave your head. Don't take a razor and literally cut your head bald like Michael Jordan, right?
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
So we're not what? We're not supposed to shave our beards.
Right.
Because I see you could grow a beard.
Right.
Oh, no, I can grow a full beard.
No, I can see. I can see you could grow a manly beard.
It's just for work purposes, I can't do it.
Well, listen, I understand. Because a lot of us been in the military and other jobs like that. But guess what? You can request it.
Not quite.
Why not? What do you do for that, if you don't
I
mind?
ain't getting all that, but it's cool. We can talk about it off.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But listen, well, guess what? According to the law, okay, you gotta live, you gotta work to make a living, right? That's understandable. We're not saying, yo, quit your job. Okay, you don't want to give it to me? Okay, cool. And start searching and applying to a job that's going to allow you to keep it. I'm not saying you gotta have it, huge, but you still gotta keep it. Because guess what? Without that simple beard, you ain't making it to the kingdom. And that's scripture.
No, I got it.
A simple thing is not having a beard, you can say goodbye to the kingdom.
Right.
Huh? Oh, and watch this. Here's another simple law you can keep.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
Which I am. I'm talking to a son of the living God of the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
And bid them,
command them,
that they make them fringes.
Fringes. Just like our forefathers have fringes.
Right.
In the borders of their garments, throughout their generations.
Mean forever. As we continue, we got to keep it through all our generations.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Right. A ribbon of blue, right?
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them.
So guess what? These are simple things. I give you a dietary law. No pork, no shrimp, no lobster. Do not eat that.
Right.
Keep your beard. Don't buy or sell or work on the Sabbath day. Fringes. These are, guess what? Simple laws that, guess what, you can start applying to your life. Are they hard?
No.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.